We're at Lake Woytchugga, which is a site west of Wilcannia. It's located on the Barrier Highway. It is a ephemeral lake which fills from the Darling River probably every 7 to 10 years, and it's an important wetlands area and also an important area for Aboriginal artefacts, and is a natural habitat of importance.
I believe the lake's an ephemeral lake, and the concept of ephemeral is it comes and goes. And as it comes down the Darling River, it eventually finds the creek that leads into Woytchugga. The river gets up to 9.5 metres and begins to flow into that area and up under the culvert, which is 5 kilometres from the river. It then flows approximately another 4 or 5 kilometres until it reaches the entrance to the lake. And then, as I mentioned before, the diameter of the lake is 4 to 5 kilometres. A Crown Reserve, most of it, for quite some time, and that's enabled it to retain its natural wetlands capability. Flood, fish breeding, bird life, and then draining away again to return to lignin swamp and lignin bush.
Woytchugga Lake is very important to us, I think, so that's why we like to protect it a little bit, like, you know, from the people that, you know, sort of on the motorbikes and like come out and damage it. There have been burial grounds like noticed in this ground, I mean, like along some of these sand hills and that here. Well, there's a lot of cooking grounds around here, I think, like sites, and there's a lot of you get down a bit closer, you see like a few of the fireplaces and a few of the rubber stones. There's a few like sort of markings, like sort of like where they used to carve the kangaroos. I notice there's, like, you know, sort of around the lake itself, there's a bit of medicine trees and that around, I think, and yeah, no, there's a bit of history here, I think, like a fair bit of history, and yeah, I don't think people realise how much is out here, I think.
The problem was that the lake wasn't filling. It wasn't getting the chance to wet down, to fill, to go through its cycle properly. The level of the river is important, but also the duration that the river is up. And when they put a roadway across the lake, the stream that leads into the lake from the river, it was found that the restriction there was preventing the lake from filling when there were high river flows. And because of the shorter duration of the river flows, the height was there, the duration was not there, so the restriction on the flow into the lake was preventing it from receiving water. It was a type of culvert that wasn't conducive to the native fish movement, and so designs were drawn up and an enhanced culvert was produced. And if you've had a chance to see it, you'll see that it is a much larger concrete structure which has a number of accesses through it, and when the river is at a 9.5 to 10.5 metres, as it has been recently, the water flows through very smoothly without restriction.
Some of the problems we had with this lake was the illegal sand mining of the white sand around the edge of the lake. Also the use of motorbikes and cars and people hooning around, digging up holes and just generally making a mess of the area. The area we fenced was approximately 20 kilometres in length. It surrounds most of the lake, or pretty much all the way around the lake, the 2,000 hectares. And if people still want to access the site, it's available for cultural reasons and for educational purposes. Entries through a key if they want to gain access, a key from the council chambers. We developed signage to put at the entrance to the site and also in town, and this was to show people the meaning of the lake to the Aboriginal people, and also just to give a bit of history and a bit of background to the site. And to date this has been viewed quite regularly by local people and tourists coming through the town, and it often gets photographed, which is great.
One aspect of the lake, and particularly the cultural use of it, has been the long-term use of the area by the junior school, the St Teresa's Community School, for the young children who come out here to get their time in the bush and to do some cultural explanations and some cultural activities. And so the area has been very well used over the years in that respect by the children. A lot of the duck life coming back, herons, cranes, a lot of the smaller finches coming back into the area, the zebra finches, etc., and also a lot of smaller desert type birds that seem to be coming back into this particular region. Also, since the area's been fenced and there's been a reduction in the amount of traffic through here, there's certainly been an improvement in vegetation, and obviously after the rain we've had in the area, the vegetation is also very lush at the moment. An effective project that's been done in a low-key manner, but has solved a problem and improved the environment in that respect. So it's been a very effective little project.